Class is in session. This is the Sharee Miller testimony during her trial. This is the just real quick. They claim she's the first internet murderer. She conspired with Jerry Castaneda, I believe his name was. Jerry Cassidy. Jerry Cassidy and her met on American Online. They had a love affair, and she conspired with Jerry to kill her husband at his place of work. And she had Jerry do it, but she helped plan it. And she called her husband to kind of keep him occupied so he wouldn't see her husband, Jerry come in. And yeah, so she's totally planned his murder. So in this trial, she's testifying, and we got up to what 14 minutes last time, and I'm just gonna just basically we'll start from there and see what lessons we can learn.
3075 West Francis Road, Mount Morris.
What about your children in terms of the house? You're staying over there every night. What was going on there?
My children, at that point, I was bringing them with me, and they were staying at the house with me.
How did Bruce get along with your children?
Wonderful.
All right, listen to that. Beta male provider, what Bruce is, right? And he's letting her have access to his house. He's going to get married to her, but she's going to bring 3 kids in, right? But was he a good guy, bad guy? Wonderful. So, but do they care about your wonderfulness as a stepfather? No, they don't. Will you be exploited? Probably. So, tread lightly.
They loved him.
They loved him.
Tell your husband, or Bruce, then before he was your husband, about your background and things that happened to you in your life?
Yes, he knew.
What did you tell him?
I told him that I was sexually molested and physically.
Her story. This is her story. Can't believe a word she says. Huge liar.
When I was a child. Bobby, Amanda, and Junior had all been physically or sexually molested.
Lying
by my
bitch.
second husband.
Liar.
We all decided to go through counseling with Bobby because he was the one that was the oldest, and he...
Lying, manipulating woman right here. These are stories.
Had taken it the worst. It was more traumatic on him to move in with yet another man.
Oh, Lord.
So we went through counseling.
Yeah, right.
So that he could adjust to live.
So instead of getting a job and getting her own place and dating Bruce on the side, so her sexually abused son doesn't have to live with another man. No, they're just gonna go to counseling. This is all lies.
And I together, and so Bruce could understand what happened to us as children.
Lord have mercy.
Bruce, at least from your dealings with him, was he caring about that?
Yes, he was. We went to Genesee Mental Health, and yes, he was.
And here's poor Bruce, who's going to be murdered by her, the beta male provider, having to take their kids and her and counseling. You know, there's going to be money and time spent on this, and what do you get for it, Bruce? You get a shotgun to the head. Unbelievable. Boys, they do not care about your beta male providing. They do not care about your nice little things you do with their grandson. She just said Bruce loved her kids and he was a great stepfather, and that didn't prevent her from conspiring to blow his head off, which literally blew his head off.
Did it come a time where you and Bruce were married?
Yes, we were.
All right. When was that?
April 1999.
So about 4 months after the two of you were exclusive or didn't have any other companions, for lack of a better word.
Yes.
All right. Leading up to your marriage, how was the relationship developing?
Fast. But it was a very good relationship. We got along really good. The children fell in love with Bruce. Amanda and Junior called him Daddy sometimes Bruce. It was very good. Very good.
Okay, there once again. They're wonderful, loved him, called him Daddy. Don't worry, that would have changed when they were teenagers. They would have told him he's not their father, and they would have stolen the car and wrecked it. Sorry, guys, get some rest. But yeah, this is, crazy.
Okay, Can you tell us how Bruce proposed to you?
Well, first,
Oh, move fast. I forgot to go over that. Move fast. Once again, men of value do not let themselves fall in love fast. They want their freedom. And the fact that things are moving fast shows he's beta. Shows Bruce was being beta. Being beta, not necessarily, that's not who he is, but he was being beta.
like I said, I wore the ring from December 4th until all this happened. I wore my wedding band. He had received it from a woman that came up and needed a car. It was a 2-carat wedding band. It was beautiful. But he hadn't proposed to me at the time that I was wearing it. He ended up proposing to me, I believe around in February. We started talking about getting married. We went out to Las Vegas with my mother and her husband for a NASCAR race.
Wasn't that nice?
And a week or so later, we flew right back out and got married. He just, well, why don't we get married? And we flew back out and got married.
When you were discussing marriage,
And this is, again, going to a NASCAR event, nice. Look at what this average woman that comes from like trailer park trash, that allegedly was sexually abused, that doesn't have a dime to her name, 3 kids, gets to go to NASCAR events because their vagina gets some stuff. And don't ever let women think that they don't care about their sexuality. They know how powerful it is. That's why they tell you they don't care about sex. They don't want you to know their strategies. Trust me. Yeah.
with Bruce, what was the discussion about the children?
Junior's dad had started wanting visitation rights again, and since the court system had already allowed him visitation rights, we were talking about that, and Bruce was so attached to
Oh my God.
the children at this point that we both started talking about it, adoption with the children.
How was his attitudes towards that?
He was all right with it. He could.
Wow. He's gonna adopt these kids, and she's gonna blow his head off have another guy blow his head off with a shotgun who she's banging. I mean, she's making this whole story sound amazing and romantic when, yeah, she murdered the guy. Wow.
For that to happen.
That wasn't all 3 kids.
No, it was William Charles Trudy Jr. and Amanda Dawn Duvall.
Okay. Bobby, his father was involved with him?
Yes, he was in his life.
Okay. Amanda, the father that you described for us, was he involved with her at all?
He has never seen her. He has had blood tests done, and he does know that she is here.
For the child support.
To see her. He has never wanted to see her, and he's only paid child support when the police catch up
Ah, dang it. Hold on.
in his life.
Okay. Amanda,
So he's paying it.
the father that you described for us, was he involved with her at all?
He has never seen her. He has had blood tests done, and he does know that she is here, but he has never tried to see her.
Have you tried to help? Have you tried to, have you provided any kind of plan where he could maybe see her or whatever? Have you facilitated a meeting with them? Come on, man. I mean, you picked the guy.
He has never wanted to see her, and he's only paid child support.
So you were banging a guy, raw dogging it, blowing up the club up in you, and you're surprised that this guy, come on, man. I mean, poor lady, she.
Catch up with them.
Don't believe their
So
stories.
as it relates to the 2 youngest children, that's who you and Bruce were discussing it on?
Yes.
You heard the testimony of your attorney on that actually, after you were married, that was attempted.
Yes.
Right. Now, you told us that you were married in April of 98.
Yes, 99.
I'm sorry, 99. Can you describe for us the first few months of your marriage?
I don't even know if there's a word to describe the feelings that I had that somebody was finally actually taking care of us instead of
Taking care of them. Uh-huh. and it gets his head blown off. That's the thanks you give the guy. Look how nice he. I mean, I'm being serious. Look how nice Bruce is, and look how she speaks of him.
I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah. How do you explain planning his murder?
I didn't even know how to act. To finally have somebody actively in my children's life, wanting to be a dad.
You blow his head off.
Actual family, his family.
And listen to this is all. I didn't know how to act. You act with gratitude and love, and you in turn you help him out too, like a soldier. Unbelievable.
Family.
Now, just a few months, several months after you're married, you went out to Reno.
Yes, I did.
All right. And did you meet a man named Jerry Cassidy? How you met Jerry Cassidy?
Laura Ewald and I went out to Reno. Bruce was going to go on
go
a
bang.
Western Cup race. He was going on a trip with my stepdad.
All right, just for anybody in the jury who doesn't understand what Winston Cup, is that car racing?
It's car racing.
All right. You both were fans of that?
Yes, we were.
All right.
Until Bruce, I had never heard of really anything.
Yeah, because you can't afford to go to those races. Yeah, Bruce got you to do it. But now you're going to bang another guy. You would rather get dick than go to the NASCAR race.
He got me into race cars, but he was going to go on a race, and Laura and I were talking about going to Las Vegas. He mentioned to Laura and I both that we should go to Reno. He hadn't been to Reno in like 10 years, and he thought it would be a nice place for Laura and I to go. A little quieter than
whatever. This is some
So Bruce
BS.
suggested Reno, even
Yes,
though
he
you were
did.
planning on going to Vegas.
Yes, he did.
All right, when you went out to Reno, you went out there with Laura.
Yes, I did.
Okay, what did you guys do out there?
We shopped, we gambled, went to Lake Tahoe.
Well, that must be
Had a really
nice.
good time.
No
I played
job?
Cards, which is blackjack, which Bruce taught me how to play, and Laura played slot machine.
All on her husband's dime, because she don't work. I mean, I made 6 figures for almost my whole career, and look what she's living large, dude. I mean, all on his dime, and he gets shot and the head literally blasted off by a shotgun.
Most of the time. So while during the daytime, early evening hours, we would shop and do all that, and then at night we would gamble. And I would sit on the tables and play blackjack. Once in a while, Laura would.
You were there to see Jerry. Get out of here.
All right. How did you meet Jerry Cassidy?
Online.
He was a pit boss.
Booyah.
The manager behind the dealers, which the dealers are the ones that are at the table dealing us cards.
Well, I don't think. I think I think she's lying about this because she meets them online is where they're. Who knows? We'll see.
He worked the computers. He took, you get cards, comp cards.
When you say comp cards, that's for people who spend a lot of money.
Yes.
They get special privileges.
Yes.
At casinos.
Yes.
All right.
And he worked all day. He did the comp cards, took your name, your address, your phone number, watched how much money you were using, gambling. He was basically the boss behind the tables.
All right. And how did you strike up meeting him?
At first, he casually would joke with me about going out to dinner when you get off work, or when he got off work, going to breakfast.
She knows what that means.
Casually would just joke with me. The night I met Jerry, Laura and I that day had went across the street, which was like a little gift shop, and we both had purchased about 4 rings that were about $14 a piece, but they looked real.
When you say 4 rings, can you describe them for the jury?
They had several things that looked like diamonds in them. They were very real-like.
Costume jewels.
Yes.
But they weren't real?
No.
Okay.
We both had them on that night. I had a hairpiece on where my hair was down to my waist. We got really dressed up that night. We had went to a show out there, which they have dance shows. sort of like Broadway shows. We went to the show, and when we came back, she
at her living
sat at
large.
the slot machines, and I sat down at a table.
Okay.
So the first time I seen Jerry, I was wearing an evening gown, a lot of jewelry, and had really long hair.
All right. Now you described that he was talking with you, talking about breakfast.
Yeah, he made several comments about how I was dressed, my rings that I was wearing. He was really fascinated with $14 rings instead of my wedding band, which was still on my hand.
He don't care. He just trying to get laid.
We got to know each other that night. We talked on and off.
Did you ever meet with him off work when he was off work?
No, not that time.
All right.
No.
How did you happen to get involved with him?
At the table, we were talking about Mary Kay Cosmetics. I believe at this point, Laura was sitting at the table with me. That's how we got into the discussion with Mary Kay. She's one of my business partners.
All right, so you were involved in Mary Kay as well. We've heard some testimony about that, but you
Yes.
you were actively involved in Mary Kay?
Yes, I was.
All right.
Yeah, right.
This was at my high point. I hadn't been selling Mary Kay
Probably $10 a month.
long, but I was doing very well selling it. I had a lot of customers. I was really into the Mary Kay, and so was Laura.
What was it about Mary Kay that turned you on?
Before Bruce and I got married, his sister Nancy sold it, and she kept talking me into selling it. At first, I didn't want to. I ended up going to a meeting. Once I went to the meeting the first night, I was hooked. They bring you up, your self-esteem. They make you so high, and they show you, that you can do it. You can achieve all your goals. The basic thing for them was to set goals, and you set your goals each week, and you tried to meet them. And the meetings were more of a boost your self-esteem, really.
Pep rally.
Before getting involved in the sales of Mary Kay, you told us before that you worked in a nursing home. Did you do anything really other than that type of home?
At that point, I had stopped working. I started working the books up at the yard, which is B&D Auto Parts and Sales. I started with incorporation on the yard. I was incorporating it.
All right, so
Yeah, right.
How did Mary Kay
I could
sign with Jerry back at Reno?
We were sitting at the table, and like I said, Laura and I were talking about the Mary Kay to other people that were sitting at the table. And Jerry heard us talking, and he said that he had a wife or a mom or somebody that used the Mary Kay. So I began talking with him about it a little bit. I had passed out several business cards while we were there. Laura passed out several business cards while we were there. Our business cards have our full name, our home address, our home phone number, our work phone number, and
AOL
full
account,
email address on them.
So you gave him a card?
Yes, I did.
All right. After you had left Reno, did you hear from him again?
When I got home, there were several emails from Jerry on my computer.
Aha!
And what were those all about?
Telling me how beautiful I was.
I want to bang.
I
I want to bang.
Get to talk to me more.
I want to bang.
How he would love to meet me.
I want to bang.
They were basically an introduction of his life.
I want to bang.
He told me everything about himself.
Okay, hang on. See, lesson. We don't do that. I mean, he should have ballsed up when he was in Reno. So already he's got some knocks on him. Now he's sending the emails and telling her, but you don't need to just say, hey, make it short and sweet. Hey, while I introduce myself, if you ever want to come out to Reno again, whatever. I mean, you just make it short and sweet. She's gonna have to learn about you. Don't, because a predator like this is gonna take every piece of information you gave her in that email and see where she can exploit you.
When you were out there, did he ask you about your personal life?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Did you tell him the truth?
No.
No, I did not.
What did you tell him?
Women lie.
Out there, my husband's name was Jeff. He was sick. He was in a hospital. I don't remember if I told him I had children at this point. I'm not I don't remember.
Yeah, this is a good lesson here, though. What we're seeing, this is what women will do if they want to date you. And I'm not gonna tell you about their 3 kids they're gonna have to move into your house. And no, don't believe their stories until you verify them.
I told him a lot of stories that day. Actually, Laura was sitting at the table. I believe, I don't know for sure who all was there, but a lot of customers were around. I talked about businesses I owned, pending lawsuits. He seemed to be really fascinated on my rings, so I made the story bigger.
Listen to that. The beta male predator knows how to freaking finesse stories. Oh, really? Really? Never believe a woman's story. Verify it.
How did it make you feel to act like you were a
Big
business
dog.
owner?
It was fun.
It's fun to lie and create a character that you don't resemble at all and scam people and murder your ex-husband. Jesus.
What happened next?
I began to email him back. He had given me his screen name, which he has different screen names. He had given me Reno Dudes and one more
Jerry's
screen
Food.
name. I can't even remember what it was. Most of the time I talked to him under Reno Dudes at that time. We would instant message.
Yeah,
a
instant
lot.
message.
We would email a lot. We got into many discussions.
Now, as it relates to a computer, when did you get your computer?
I had an older computer when I moved in with Bruce that my aunt had given me. It wasn't online. When I moved in with Bruce, we went and picked out another computer.
So Bruce is going to buy her new shiny badass computer at the time, and on his dime too, so she can talk to this guy.
At Office Max.
That's what they do.
And we got that put online. Between, I don't know, the beginning of the year, we had it put online of 1999, before we were married.
All right. So were you involved in the internet and emailing and so forth before you met Jerry Cassidy?
Yes, I was.
Okay. What about Bruce?
Yes, he was.
Okay. And can you describe for what you guys would use the computer for?
People will...
Again, when I say you guys, I'm talking about you and Bruce.
Right. When you're online, when you have an AOL account, people can automatically send you different websites to go to. You don't even have to inquire about them. They will send you websites to go into. All you have to do is click on it, and it opens up a whole new site.
Right.
Probably 80-90% of the websites you get are pornographic. We would sit together in Bruce's chair or lay on the floor, and we would get into these websites.
Click on porno movies.
And you can go so far in them without having to pay anything.
Yeah, that's old
Once
school.
you get to a point, then they ask for a charge card and want you to pay for them.
In terms of these pornographic sites.
Exactly. We would get into various chat rooms. You could, let's say you went to a heterosexual porn site between a male and a female.
I remember these, yep.
Then you could turn around and you could pick what chat room you wanted to get into. Chat rooms, you can get into anything you want. You can make up a chat room. We would get into a chat room.
They were kind of dumb though. I mean, at the time the internet was new, but like, let's say a chat room, they were talking. It was like, I don't know, but you're gonna get in there and there's about 50 people. It could be 50 people, 30 people in there. It's like a chat. It's like a YouTube chat almost, you know. And yeah, back then they were kind of cool because it was new, but yeah, not very fun. But for a woman, you know, fantasizing anyway.
To people. We could be anybody we wanted.
There you go.
I
Yep.
did all the typing basically because I typed faster than Bruce, and we would sit there and we would read the chats, look at the websites, and go to bed.
And bang.
Were the pornographic materials things that you and Bruce enjoyed together?
Before I moved in with Bruce, he had several videos. The first time I was at Bruce's house alone, I turned the TV on and it was blue, and I pressed play on VCR and it was a pornographic tape.
Oh, so what?
When I moved in with him, I found vibrators.
Oh, geez.
Shaped candles. He was embarrassed about the candles. He got rid of those, but we had several sex toys, if that's what you want to call them, pornographic toys.
Who cares? What's this have to do with bringing down the reputation of a man you murdered?
That was something that the two of you enjoyed, though.
Yes.
And he can't defend himself, by the way. This could not be true.
Good.
And would Bruce use the computer for anything other than the pornography?
Oh, God.
Once in a while, he would get on for different car parts. He would get on for
You used it to conspire a murder, so whatever he did wasn't as bad as what you did.
trips, NASCAR. He would get into the computer.
Yeah, normal
checking
stuff,
out
not just
NASCAR things,
not just those movies like you tried to say they were.
racing things, different races, and the pornography.
Now, as it relates to getting back to these emails that you had with Jerry Cassidy, you said that you were emailing and instant messaging back and forth. How did that progress?
Very fast. Bruce and I
Like a beta male.
both would sit and I would email him and he would read the letters and we would instant message back and forth. And when you're online, people can go through an AOL directory and see who is all online. So you can automatically get instant messages from anybody when you're online. They don't necessarily have
Lord
to
have
know your
mercy.
screen name.
She likes
They
this.
can just automatically instant message you. It wasn't just Jerry that we were talking to. There were several people that would instant message us. Jerry just happened to continually email me, and I emailed him.
Was Bruce
Okay.
privy to all those emails or just some?
In the beginning, all of them.
Did there come a point where you started
Hiding.
focusing with Jerry
Hiding.
without Bruce's knowledge?
Yes,
Having
I
an
did.
affair.
Tell us about that.
After I went back out to Reno,
When did you go back out to
I believe it was August
All right, of 1990.
of 1999.
All right.
So this wonderful husband of hers that you just described, Bruce, that was a dad and adopting her kids and wonderful man, she's not going to cheat on him.
Back out to Reno.
With on his dime
Specifically
too.
went back out to Reno to meet Jerry.
Hell yeah.
Physically meet Jerry.
All right. Was this something that developed in the emails?
Yes.
You're going out there to
You
bang
told
Jerry.
us, all about how much you love Bruce and what a wonderful
See?
situation you had.
See?
Yet you're corresponding now with Jerry Cassidy.
Exactly. What I just said. How do you know what? I know what I'm talking about. That's what I just said. She just talked about how Bruce is so cool and so awesome. Let's see how she tries to explain this away.
For a while with Bruce's knowledge, but then without Bruce's knowledge. And then you made a plan now to meet Jerry physically.
Yes, I did.
Why?
I don't even know how to answer that. I don't know.
Ah!
I don't know why I did it. I know that Jerry, his emails were so intense, and it was almost like reading a fairy tale.
Emotions, gentlemen, get inside her head. Emotions. However, because Bruce was a beta male. She knows. And she might not be, she didn't have full respect for him. You cannot have full respect for someone who's a beta male like Bruce was and simping out. Okay? Yeah, so she wasn't fully attracted to Bruce. Here's Jerry. I think Jerry was a little younger, and so, she's aroused. When she's not fully aroused by Bruce, she's going to be looking for someone else to arouse her in a better way, I guess.
From his emails, and I was infatuated. I was obviously addicted to being online. I was on it all hours of the night. I just wanted to meet him. I wanted to see if this person was the same person that was writing me these emails.
And that'll be a no. That'll be a no.
Went out to Reno to meet him specifically.
Yes, I did.
All right. And how did that happen?
I believe it was in August. I flew out there. I had my own hotel room. I had my own rental car at the airport.
All on Bruce's dime.
I took a bunch of Mary Kay while I was out there.
Yeah.
There was
I'll get out of here. You're there to bang.
people that I had talked to that wanted Mary Kay while I was out there. Jerry was supposed to wait and meet me at the hotel, but he ended up being at the airport when I got there.
Did the two of you meet up?
Yes, we did. He found me back to the hotel. He couldn't go upstairs to the rooms because he was in management and they weren't allowed to go to the rooms.
What?
And that evening, he had to work. But I went back to his apartment before he went to work.
There we go.
Did you sleep with him?
Yes, I did.
She found it. He gonna get this pussy. Banging another guy. And don't tell me women don't know how strong and doesn't know the power of their sexual agency. You know, we had last week that lady tried to say women don't care about sex. It's no big deal. And this lady is taking over another man with her sexuality. They know what they're doing.
Weekend. Did you spend the whole weekend with him?
Yes, I did. He worked through that weekend, but I was with him a lot.
After that weekend, did you continue to correspond with him?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell us about that?
We continued emailing back and forth, and at this point, I didn't get into too many, laying next to Bruce reading his emails.
There you go.
He was reflecting our trip.
I mean, men are dogs, so are women. I mean, it is, but men get a worser. No, men get dragged through. You're just dogs. Well, women like women like wet pussies too.
The trip I took out there.
You didn't tell Bruce that you were going out to meet Jerry Cassidy?
No, I did not.
What did you tell him? Why you went out there?
For Mary Kay.
Were you going out there for Mary Kay?
Not really, no. I did take Mary Kay out there with me, but that's not why I went out there.
All right. When you were out there with Jerry that weekend, did you tell him about tell him the truth now about what you were all about in terms of your life?
No.
What did you tell him?
At this point, I was married to Bruce. I was always married in Jerry's eyes. I told him I was married through the whole thing. At this point, I was married to Bruce.
What did you tell him about Bruce?
That he had a lot of money, that he was a mafia person. Everything that
That's
I
right.
told him online, I told him out there.
Why were you telling him all that?
When you're online, depending on who you're talking to, you can be whatever
Create
you
characters,
want to be.
yeah.
And online, without meeting people, they don't know.
Right.
You can talk back and forth to somebody. You can be 50 pounds, you can be 300 pounds, but they don't know. With Jerry online, in the beginning, Bruce and I both made up stories.
Yeah, that was common.
with
That was
people
actually common.
online
Yeah, that was
and
common.
who we were.
A lot of guys
Stories
acted like women.
happened.
A lot of guys acted like women back in the day. Yeah, I remember that because I was a young kid, But you could see these, lots of sex chat rooms. But that was kind of the prevailing wisdom, I think.
And I just continued to tell him that. He seemed to be infatuated with this counterfeit money that that was the biggest thing with him.
You told him that Bruce was involved in counterfeit?
Yes.
Now, we have some emails that, some were written in court, but we have some emails and so forth that talk about...
All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to do a part 3 and part 4, but we're learning a lot of lessons. I'll keep it going. This is good, but women, they're beta male, never be a beta male, be the alphabang. They do cheat just like men cheat. They lie, don't believe their stories, verify them. We saw the whole beta male provider stepdaddy he's about to, you can fall in stores for her kids and all this stuff. And at the end of the day, what did it get? It got Bruce cheated on and it got Bruce's head blown off. That's the things you get when you're beta male. Only be the alpha bang, y'all, of the dual mating strategy. And we'll see you on the next one.